Hey Cancer, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for August 31st through September 7th. Hope you are doing well this week. All right, so here are my two new decks. All right, so this one is the Raw Ego Speaks. Okay, you know, every one of these cards, at some point in your life, you could probably relate to it, okay? Because it really speaks to what scares us in life a little bit, okay? All right, and then we have the Life Stories Volume 2, all right? So these are about moments in life that matter, possibly realizations, or how you take action in life. I'm just letting Spirit guide the story this week. All right, so let's see what we get here. All right, so I'm also using this deck here, the Bad Bitches Tarot. So it's not what I would name it, okay, but hey, it's a beautiful deck. It's a simple deck, really beautiful illustrations, so that's what I'm always drawn to. So we'll be using that to clarify today. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, so we have extravagance is how I confirm my value. So your person likes the extravagant side of things. Now, there's nothing wrong with liking beautiful things. Not at all, okay? So, but if this person tries to validate themselves or confirm their value by what they have versus who they are, you know, then that can become a little challenge for them. That's when, you know, extravagant items, cars, handbags, shoes, homes, you know, whatever it is, you know, that this person, you know, enjoys in life, start to feel very empty. Those things start to feel very empty when, you know, there's, you know, it's coming from a place of confirming their own value. If that's how they define their value, when those things go away, and a lot of times they do, okay, it's like, what do you have left? So you might know this about this person, you know, their extravagance. Maybe they love, you know, they took you out for extravagant dinners or extravagant trips. It might be something that drew you to this person. You consider, wow, they're very, very successful. They've done very well for themselves. But what else do they show you? What else do they show you from within? What qualities from within do you appreciate? You know, they could be, you know, an empty vessel right now. You know, and there's a reason that they drew you towards them. So let's see, what is this about? Whoops. This is the card. Ace of Pentacles. So this person might be really gaining a new perspective on pentacles, on money. You know, I feel like that's why you are coming into this person's life. Because there's more to life than extravagant things. You know, the one extravagant thing that I have. I have about 13 handbags, one in every color. You know, there was a time when, you know, I was making a lot of money, and you know, each time I bought one of those bags, you know, it got to the point where I'm like, why do I do this? I started asking myself why I do that. You know, I probably spent almost $10,000 on these stupid handbags. I will say that, you know, they're still to this day the only purses that I use, you know, and I do love them. And I have absolutely gotten, you know, a lot of usage out of them. And at the time, you know, people would make a fuss over those handbags like you wouldn't believe. And yeah, I mean, that made me feel good. That made me feel good because people knew that those were expensive handbags. And it's like I was in this energy at that time. You know? I bought more house than I really needed. I did a lot of those things. So, you know, anything that's on these cards, I will tell you that I've experienced in some way. And that's how I share my lessons with you guys, okay? So, you know, I feel like you are coming into this person's life because this person needs kind of a refocus or a reboot on how they view money and how they view their own value. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here? All right, so we have, the Emperor. So it's it's very likely that this person feels a sense of control over who's in their life with how they share their extravagance. So be mindful of that with this person. You know, this person, yes, will possibly give you a lot of things, but they do it to control. Okay? They do it to control the relationship, to control, you know, how the relationship moves forward. And they're very, very focused in what they have in the 3D world, including you. So, you know, it's like if extravagance is how they confirm their value, they might see you as an extravagance, okay? You might be particularly beautiful. You might be particularly exactly what this person finds very attractive. They might like to show you off, which is all fine and good, okay? But remember, this is how they confirm their value. All right? So this is something that they need to work on, and you're not in their life to enhance that part of them. You're in their life to pull them out of that. So be careful how you show up in this person's life, I think is what it's saying here. What do we have here? We have the gown. Okay, it says fancy, social event, holiday. So again, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's not surprising that this comes up because this person sees you as fancy, as beautiful, as something to add to their collection of extravagance. You know, they would like to take you to social events. They like to see you dress up for them. They, might have you around during the holidays. But again, it's out of this extravagance to confirm their own value. You are another something that makes them feel powerful, in control. All right, so let's see. They might have bought you a beautiful dress, you know. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about giving and receiving. You know, it's like, I feel like Spirit is saying, what are you giving to this person? What are you giving to this connection? Are you feeding this? Or are you feeding the non-physical aspects of their value? You know? Because I feel like that's what this person needs. So they might be giving you a lot of things, but I feel like you're here in this connection to give this person some validation on their non-physical traits. You know, how they talk to people, how they behave towards people who might be less fortunate than them. How much they give of themselves, of their time, versus maybe their money, okay? But this person, they like their stuff, that's for sure. What else do we have here? We have Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, you know, can be a lot of things, but, you know, in this particular reading, I feel like it's almost like a facade. It's like it's people wearing a mask, hiding who they really are. This person at the end of the day does this because they may not like who they are at their core. And there might be something about you, you know, maybe you don't have a lot of stuff. Okay? And you define yourself in that respect. Gosh, you know, I don't have a lot of stuff. So, you know, I might not be as good as this person. I might not be as valuable as this person. And you know how those thoughts show up. You know, they show up in vulnerable moments. So this person, you got to be careful, because this person could be feeding you something that actually highlights those feelings for you, highlights those feelings of lack for you, and you might be feeding their extravagance in some way. It's kind of like it kind of feels a little bit like a Pretty Woman, if you've watched that movie. Okay, who hasn't seen that movie? But that's what this feels like a little bit. It's like one person can give a lot of stuff, a lot of money. The other person, you know, gives a lot of their self. And it might be saying Six of Pentacles. It's a good balance. But what I would caution is it feeding what the two of you already have, you know, within you? Or is it changing you? Is it helping you to grow and realize that the value of who you are is not defined by extravagance? It's also not defined simply by beauty or outer appearances. So, you know, you might be somebody, again, that is, you know, very attractive, has attracted this person. But, you know, it's like that's about as useful as, you know, any of the extravagant items that they have. It's empty if nobody's looking at it. It really is. So be mindful of that. You might be enjoying something quite a bit here. But I feel like this connection, like all connections, is here to teach you something too. So what do we have here? We have, look at this, attractive, captivating, pretty, handsome. Somebody here is very, very attracted to you because of this. But what else? What else does this person see in you? I feel like you need to know this. You might be wondering about this situation. Like, have I jumped into something that is somewhat empty? King of Wands. All right, so first of all, I feel like you might be dealing with a fire sign, okay? And as for King of Wands is an entrepreneur, okay? You're dealing with somebody that is very successful, without a doubt, okay? You know, you might be successful in your own right, but I feel that one person here is very successful and probably has quite a bit of money, and the other person, things excuse me, might come very easily because of their looks. That might be you, might be reversed, okay? And then we have the Hermit. So what this person might be doing for you, this person might be getting you, out of yourself, out of your head, okay? Because you might prefer to spend quite a bit of time alone, okay? You might love your own company, which there's nothing wrong with that. So this person might be pulling you out of your comfort zone as far as getting out there, being seen, making new contacts. That might be very uncomfortable for you. It's not for this person. This person loves it. This person loves going to events. This person loves going to parties. This person loves going to business conventions. And they love having you there with them. You might give them insight, from the hermit side of you that they really need. You might give them perspective that they really need. And they're ultimately going to see the value that you bring here above and beyond, this attractiveness. One more here. Yeah, the Star, which is beautiful. Okay, so, and that's what I feel like, needed to be seen here, is that if they don't see it now, they're going to see that you could ultimately be their heart's desire. This person could easily fall in love with you because they like that you're a little bit quiet. They like that you have kind of the opposite energy of them. They like that you compliment them. And, they like that you're attractive. I mean, and for that matter, you're attractive to them, okay? And that's what's really important, okay? Everybody's attractive to somebody, okay? So it might not be that you're this, breathtaking model beauty, which becomes a little vapid in a way too. Everyone's tired of somebody that they've been with. So no matter how beautiful they are on the outside, okay? I feel like this person has the ability to see see more than this, okay? You could ultimately become their heart's desire if you haven't already. But there's something about this that Six of Pentacles, the two of you could very easily balance each other out. Some of this extravagance may not be important to you at all. What it might do is it might show you how unimportant that stuff really is. How much work it might take to maintain certain things like that. You've heard that saying, more money, more problems. It's true. What else do we have here? Competitive. What's that about? You know, certainly King of Wands, entrepreneur, could be very, very competitive in life. You know, again, showing off the extravagance, showing off the beautiful person on their arm. What is this competitiveness about? What do we have here? Oh, we have two. We have Queen of Wands and we have the Moon. So, Queen of Wands, this is probably the only card in this deck that I actually don't find very attractive. But we have King of Wands and Queen of Wands here. Okay, so the two of you, it could definitely be a soul connection of some kind, a soulmate connection, when we get two of the same element, King and Queen, fire. So you guys connect on your passions, okay? This person has a lot of passions. You are one of their passions. And this person might bring out your passion for life in some way, or bring out the best version of yourself. The two of you in some way might be competitive with each other. You know, this person might really, really admire, you know, how you take care of yourself, how you take care of your body, your hair, your nails, whatever it is.